What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Here talking about real estate investing. So, if you're wanting to know about real estate, guys, you're in the right spot. Get my camera right. You're in the right spot. That's what I like coming out here talking about because a lot of people want to learn how to do this. So, I just come out here and I share my journey. That way, for those that want to learn it, you can do it too. It doesn't, you don't need a license or degree to do this, guys. That's what I want to tell people. There's a lot of things I want to go through. I won't go through everything today, but I'm just saying, there's so much opportunity out here in real estate. It's just that a lot of people don't realize it. Um, a lot of false understanding out here. But I just come out here and give you the real, man, because again, like I say, guys, there's a lot of opportunity out here. It's just that we lack knowledge and awareness. And a lot of times, also, what's taking place is like we'll prioritize other things and other people, right? But I'm just telling you, man, to get into real estate, it's not as hard as you think it is. All right. It's not near as hard as you think it is. It's just that we make it difficult, right? Um, Especially with all the things that's going on in the world and in our lives. I can just tell you that there's so much opportunity in real estate. There really is. Now, when I'm speaking of real estate, all I'm talking about is the buy and hold strategy. I don't do this fix and flip and wholesaling. That's not my game. It never. I tried fix and flip back in the day, but I'm going to tell you, it wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. I did it for about a year and a half, and I was going through the trial and error stage. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I lost a lot of bread. I lost a lot of time. I lost a lot, but that was just part of my growing stage. But the main thing was I took action because I was in a situation just like everybody else. I was just sick and tired and miserable at my job. I used to work at the plants, and I just really got to a point where I was tired of it. And to me, it just didn't make any sense after a while. Having two young kids and my wife, I was at home more than I was at work. I just wanted something different. I knew that there was better out there, and I could not see myself working out there for the rest of my life. And the funny thing is, um, I went to school for this job, right? And I got my degree or my certificate. I did all that stuff that we're taught to do. And then when I got the job, I was like, man, this ain't really what I signed up for, right? And I made great money. It wasn't the money issue. It was just that like I said, I couldn't see myself doing that for the rest of my life. So I just come out here and share my journey with you guys. I'm a real estate investor here down south. I'm in the Texas market, and I buy properties, single family houses, and I rent these things out. To me, that is the best, right? Um, I was just like everybody else trying to figure this stuff out, and I needed something different, and I did it through real estate. I like renting my properties out to Section 8. Even when people hear bad stuff about it, I don't really pay attention to it because I know how the system works. Um, but again, I would rather do that system than work for somebody else, right? So, yeah, I make income through real estate and I do other things, guys. But a lot of people are trying to get out of their situation and they don't know how. And I'm just telling you what I did, and it's through real estate. So if y'all want to learn about real estate, guys, I'm actually on another social media, so that's why I'm looking back and forth. If you will, on TikTok, guys, if you will, please tap the screen and run the likes up. That really does help the algorithm out. It lets me know that y'all are here and that y'all are not bots, because this platform doesn't like that. Hold on, let me remove one. So if you can do that and tap the screen and just continuously tap, I would really appreciate it. And if y'all have any questions, guys, that's the only way I could be able to help you is, if you ask me the questions. I'm a real estate investor. I rent my properties out, uh, and you could do the same thing. You don't need a license for this. You don't need a degree. You don't need a certificate. You don't need to go to 4 years of college. You don't need any of that, right? Um, you just need to learn from somebody that you know, like, and trust. All right. And again, I'm not a realtor. I used to be a realtor, but I just, over time, I realized that's not what I wanted to do because as a realtor, all I was doing was exchanging time for wages, and I didn't want another job. So I needed something different. I'm trying to build wealth. And I found out through real estate. So anybody can do this. It's not as hard as you think it is, right? So yeah, if y'all have any questions about real estate, guys, I mean, put them in the chat. That's what I'm here for. I usually come on every single day. I've been out for a while, so I haven't been on for about a week, maybe a week and a half. I've gone on live. I'm starting some things differently now. So I'm gonna get it back up again. I'm starting going live again. You used to go twice a day. I'm gonna start again. But just sharing my journey and helping people out to get to financial freedom because a lot of people are sick and tired of their jobs. A lot of people are. And I was just like everybody else, man. I was working my fingers to the bone. But I understood that what I was doing wasn't working. And you know what you're doing isn't working either. So I was able to find out through real estate by holding on these properties and renting these things out. Man, I haven't found any other investment vehicle that's better than that. And that's just me personally. I've been through a lot of the ups and downs of the economy, but I promise you, I still kept all my properties. I'm linked with the government. I still get income every single month, and it's passive. Now, don't get me wrong. You got to set this up, right? You got to go. Don't let anybody fool you. At the very beginning, you do have to go out there, get the property, get it set up, find it, get it set up, get a tenant in there. But after that, guys, I'm telling you, you have systems in place like I do and been doing this for a long time. Um, the income comes in, and that's the key. This is the stuff that they don't teach you in school, right? They don't teach you how to go out there and become a real estate investor. There's not a college, there's not a university out here that teaches you how to become a real estate investor. That's not what they do. So our education system really failed us on that part on purpose. Okay. They did that with intention because as long as they can have a nation full of followers, they won. And that's exactly what happened. So, what they don't tell you is that you can have income coming to you. It's just that we as the people, we don't, it sounds like a SCAM because they embedded other things in our heads. And then you believe it. I did too. And then I was just stuck in this cycle. And a lot of y'all are just stuck in this cycle. Like you go to work every single day. You work, some of y'all working two jobs. You're exhausted. Things like you could do. I do real estate investing. You can become a digital marketer. There's so many things you could do. So I'm just here to teach you about real estate, guys. But if you look it up, 90% of all millionaires come through owning real estate. I mean, just do your research. Don't even listen to anything I say. 90% of all millionaires come through owning real estate. There's a reason for that. It's because it works. People have to have a place to live. I don't care how you look at it. And I'm just sharing the news with you that you could be able to do this. You don't have to have a degree. You don't need a license. You don't have to have an 800 credit score. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars. The problem is you don't have any systems in place. You don't have the knowledge and information. And that's why I come on my lives to teach people, right? So you can be able to do this. You really can. It's just that you feel defeated. I know I've been there before. But man, it's funny because life is short. And I was thinking about this when I was 25 years old. I'm 53 now. But I remember when I was younger and working at these plants, I says, what am I doing? Am I living to work? Am I working to live? And my kids, they're older now, but when they were younger, man, I got tired of working 12-hour shifts and driving an hour and a half to work. I got tired of spending more time at work than I was at home. I got tired of living check to check. When you get to that point to where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then you'll make changes. But until then, most people are just going to stay and remain stuck. And that's your decision, right? You're in your position because of some choices that you've made prior to that, right? So if you want to change your situation, all right, and change your outcome, change your input, right? Change the things that you do, and you'll get different and better results. All right. So let me give you some pointers. I guess that's what I can do. Or would you like that? Would you like some pointers on how you can be able to get out of your situation? And it really isn't as hard as you think it is, guys. But I'm gonna guarantee you one thing. Most of this stuff that I teach you is mental. You're in a mental stage right now where you're stuck, you're drained, you're exhausted, you're tired, you're mentally and psychologically whipped, and corporate America's got you in a chokehold and you feel like you're defeated. But I'm telling you, you're not. Okay. You can switch those gears because I've been in your situation. So I'm here to help you out. If you got any questions, like I say, guys, put them in the chats. But I'm gonna just tell you, if you did something like this, I'm just gonna give you a few things. All right. If y'all can, guys, to let me know y'all are here. All right. I like to make sure. I need y'all to really run the likes up. All right, because I'm on YouTube right now, and I'm on TikTok. But whoever's, because it's hard for me to gauge both. So who's ever going to be responsive the most is who I'm going to dedicate my time with. All right. So that's just how I roll. So if TikTok y'all don't want to tap, then that's okay. Because like I said, I don't want to be in with a room full of bots and people that don't want to learn this. Okay. I don't have to do this. I'm just here to teach you. But what I'm sharing with you guys is that, thank you, man. I appreciate it. What I'm sharing with you is this, guys. There's so much opportunity out here, okay? But you got to have an open mindset about this, okay? You really do. You have to have an open mindset about this because there's a lot of opportunity out here, especially in today's society that we're in, because we're in the information age, whether you believe it or not, right? There's so much information out here. You just got to decipher which one is which. But here's some examples I'm going to give you. You want to learn real estate? Put learn in the chats. Run the likes up and put learn in the chats, guys. If you want to like get to that next level and you're sick and tired of your situation, I got to see who I'm talking to because I might be in a room. I always say with a full of bots. Louis Vargas says learn. Rage says learn. Who else is saying learn in the chats? And who else is saying it in my YouTube? I'm trying to see who wants this information. Only 2 people out of 70? Wow. Man, I need to get ready to cut this stream off then. Bell. Okay, so let me explain something to you guys. You need information. Okay, there's 3 things y'all need. This was me. I'm sharing this information so you can succeed. You need 3 things. You need access, so access into rooms, kind of like this one here. You need information. That's the number 2 thing you need. And then after that, you need assets. You need assets. I'm going to tell you something. Here's a little secret. I'm going to give you a cheat code. The reason why you are check to check, there's a lot of reasons why, but I'm going to give you a powerful one. Guys, you need assets. Okay. And let me explain when I say assets. Can y'all run the likes up and put assets in the chats? Because I'm going to share something with you. You getting assets is the cheat code to financial freedom. I'm going to repeat that again because nobody's putting assets in there. For you to get to financial freedom, and I'm going to prove to you now, you must have assets in your life, and most people don't have any. Rage, what I'm speaking of, and that's a good, yes. When I speak of assets, I'm speaking of 1 or 2 things, or both. You can have properties, okay? Or you can have businesses, 1 of the 2. Okay, assets. And all an asset is something that generates income for you. Okay, all an asset is something that generates income for you. Okay, a job does not generate income for you. You're exchanging time for wages. Assets and businesses generate income for you. This is what most people don't have. All right, watch this. If you look at anybody on the Forbes 500 list, guys, on the Forbes list, all of them own their own businesses or have assets or properties. I'm just being honest with you. Some form of fashion. Okay. It's not exchanging time for wages. I just want to make that clear. If you have assets, it's going to help you out a lot. It is the cheat code because with assets, it's going to throw off cash flow, whether you're on vacation, whether you're at work, whether you're at home, no matter where. Okay. Are y'all with me on this? Let me know by saying yes in the chats and running the likes up. I got to make sure y'all are with me because I can go on and on about this, but I don't want to share this information and tell y'all if only half of y'all want this. I see this rage wants it. I see that already. Run the likes up because I want to share something with y'all. Man, I wish I had somebody to give me this information when I first started out.